And we're live. What's going on, everybody? We've got afternoon NHL action today from the SAP Center in San Jose, where the Sharks and Blues will be playing a pivotal Game 5 this afternoon. 3 o'clock here on the East Coast, noontime start out west for this game. So it's an Sunday afternoon matinee for the Blues and Sharks today. And this game, I really think, is probably going to be the most important game of the series. I think whoever wins tonight is going to win the series. If the Sharks get it done this afternoon, they have 2 chances to finish off the Blues. Game 6 in San Jose, and if the Blues win then, they would have a chance to come back home and win it in Game 7 on home ice. If the Blues win today, they've got a chance to go, take a series lead back to home ice for Game 6. And I think they would get it done there. So I really think that whoever wins today is going to be the team that advances to the Stanley Cup final. So this is obviously a huge game for both of these teams. The series locked up at 2. It's been a really close series so far, really fun series to watch. And hopefully that continues today. Erik Karlsson is expected to play. He could barely skate at the end of Game 4. Obviously, he's playing through an injury right now, a serious injury. And he really, really struggled in the third period last game. Apparently, he's going to play today, but we'll have to wait and see how he holds up and how useful he will actually be in this afternoon's game. Because it was not good for Karlsson in the third period of Game 4, that's for sure. So we'll see how that injury affects him throughout the rest of this series. So we see Panther here in the chat. What's going on, Panther? Hey, Vaughn. What's going on? Willow in the chat. Angry Nyan. What's going on, man? Thank you guys so much for watching. And I think this will be an absolutely huge, huge game. And it is a huge game. I think it's going to be a really fun one to watch. Hopefully that's the way it goes this afternoon. It's too late in the playoffs to have games that aren't exciting. I don't think that's going to be the case. Too much is on the line at this point. So with it being one of these NBC afternoon games, I'm sure it's going to be like half an hour before the game actually starts because they can never start it on time like normal. So we definitely got some time to kill here. They're talking about Jordan Binnington and how well he's played. Especially in the last game, Binnington had a fantastic Game 4. Overall, he hasn't been great this series, but his goals against is over 3 in this series. His save percentage is under 900, but he had a very good Game 4, and we'll see. Obviously, this is going to be a big game for him, being a rookie goaltender at this stage of the playoffs. It's time to come up clutch if you're the goaltender for either of these teams. But Binnington being more of the story than Martin Jones. Jones has been here before. Jones has been to a conference finals. Jones has been to a Stanley Cup final. He lost it, but he's been there. So, Jones certainly is the one with the playoff experience in the goaltender battle here compared to Binnington, who was an AHL goaltender at the start of this season and didn't even come up to the NHL until about halfway through the year. Hey, Rob, what's going on? Vaughn, I have no idea why NBC starts the game so late. It's really annoying, but they do. And I figure it will be at least another 15, 20 minutes before this game actually starts. Yeah, I agree, Panther. It really pisses me off when they announce a 3 o'clock start time and then it's 3:30 before the game actually starts. Call it a 3:30 game then, but this nonsense of calling it a 3 o'clock game and then it's going to be 3:25 by the time the game actually starts. That's really irritating and stupid if you ask me, but that's the way NBC wants to do it, so it's just dumb. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, Boston was just incredible in the conference finals. That was an utter beatdown over Carolina, and now they're the ones with the layoff that we're gonna have to wait and see, how they respond to this long layoff, and they're gonna have 10, 11 days without game action. That's been a disadvantage for every team that's had a long layoffs, not only in these playoffs, but in recent NHL history. Everyone thinks that having time off is good and it gives you a chance to recover, but it's been bad for every single team that's had it to this point. So it's going to be interesting to see how Boston handles the 11 days off, and if they handle it better than teams have been, but that's not been a good sign to this point. I don't think Binnington. I don't know if Binnington's going to win the Calder. He didn't play the whole season, and the playoffs don't have any effect on the Calder Trophy. That's a regular season award. So what you do in the playoffs means absolutely nothing when it comes to regular season awards. So it doesn't matter, what he's done in these playoffs. So Binnington, the Calder is solely based on the regular season, and I think Elias Pettersson is probably going to be the one to get it. Yeah, no, Vaughn, there was no hockey last night. So, there was no Game 5 for Bruins Hurricanes. It was that was over. That series was over in 4. Pretty good, Willow. How are you, man? Yes, Panther, yes. Thanks for watching, Willow. Good to see you here in the chat. Hey, Connor, what's going on? Nice to see everyone in the chat already. Well, let's see. It's probably going to be another 10 minutes before puck drop. Make sure you drop a like. Hit that like button and give it a thumbs up before. Let's try to get to 10 likes before the game even starts. So it means in the next few minutes, let's get the like count up to 10. That would be really great. Helps out the channel a lot. Helps the video get found. Just overall is a great thing. So if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button and help out. I think whoever wins the game today will win the Western Conference. I'm not picking a team. I don't know who's gonna. It's 2-2. Either of these teams can win this series. San Jose obviously has home ice for games 5 and game 7 if needed. But I don't know who's going to win it, but I would say after today's game, I will have a pretty good idea. I think whoever wins today is going to the Stanley Cup. There's no way in my mind that San Jose wins today and then loses the next 2 games, including one at home, which would be game 7. I just don't see that happening. And I think if St. Louis goes into the Shark Tank and wins today to take a 3-2 lead, they're going to finish it off at home. In game 6. That's just my thinking. So I think whoever wins today will win this series. It starts at 12 Pacific time. So that's 3 o'clock here. But it's a noon start time in San Jose where they're playing. That's an interesting question, Rob. I mean, obviously, yes, he was incredibly skilled and talented. Obviously, yes, but I cannot deal. I have no idea how to compare eras because the game has just changed so much. The 50s were totally different from the 70s. The 70s were totally different from the 80s. Then the 90s and 2000s drifted far away from what it was in the 80s. You can't compare players from different eras because the entire game was just completely different. So it's just pointless to even think about. No hockey last night, Vaughn. So that was a rare night of nothing. But unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of nights of nothing coming pretty soon because there's only a few games left. We're going to be to the Stanley Cup final soon, and then hockey will be done until October of next year. So that's going to suck when the season does come to an end. Yeah, I agree, Gabriel. Whoever wins this game wins the series 100%. Yeah, I definitely think that, again, Nick, agreed. Hey, Alex, what's going on, man? Life's pretty good. How are you? Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate it. No, this is strictly a hockey channel. I'm not doing any other sports on here. I don't even really have enough time to keep up this channel. Never mind do other sports. So this is hockey only. Also, the Coca-Cola 600 would be the absolute last race I would ever want to stream during, because it's like 5 hours long. It's the longest race in NASCAR. It's obnoxiously long. It starts at 6 p.m. and goes till like 11 at night. I would not want to stream that long. That's just absurd. That would be the last race I would want to do. So Panther obviously wants the Sharks to win, as we can see in the chat. He wants Joe Thornton to get his Stanley Cup. I mean, all series I've been saying that that I don't really care who wins this series. I think either team would be a fun Stanley Cup final to watch. I don't have anything against either of these teams. I don't really, I'm not a huge fan. Neither of these teams are my team, so I really don't care who wins this series. I'm just here for some good hockey, and hopefully that's what we get today. Sharks are at home, Rob. This game is at the SAP Center in San Jose, which gives them home ice advantage. Obviously, they were the higher seed, so they get home ice in this series. Yes, he did, Vaughn. I did watch the NASCAR All-Star race last night. It was a fantastic race, a lot of fun to watch. And Kyle Larson did win, which is good because I like Kyle Larson a lot, so it was fun to see him win. And he has been having a horrible, horrible season so far this year. So to see him get a win, even though it wasn't a points race, to win the All-Star event, that's really cool for him. And maybe that will be a turning point to turn his season around for the rest of the year and get him into the playoffs and have a chance at a championship. But it's not been a good first half of the year. It certainly hasn't been a good half of the year for Kyle Larson up to this point until last night. Yeah, NASCAR has the best all-star event in all of sports because, well, they actually do things at their all-star event, unlike most of the sports where the all-star games are a complete joke. I mean, I haven't watched a Pro Bowl in like maybe 7 or 8 years. I barely even watch the NHL All-Star event because nobody even tries. The baseball All-Star game it's baseball. It's sleep. It's a complete sleeper. NASCAR's All-Star event actually means something. $1 million on the line. People going all out for the win. It's a lot better than the rest of the sports All-Star games. What's going on, Goal Horns? Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, Bristol or Richmond would be a very fun race to do, yes. Those are beat and bang and short tracks, so those are the best. So hopefully here we got puck drop soon. I think it's probably about 5 minutes away or so. Well, I have never once watched an NBA All-Star game. I don't watch basketball at all. I think it's trash. And, just not interested. That'd be a sick Winter Classic. You could fit so many people in there. I feel like it would probably be too small, but like the ice arena would be too small for the actual Coliseum style stadium, but that would be interesting. Yeah, the Pro Bowl is trash. Hey, Austin, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Willow, I'm up to 860 now. Actually, 861. Just checking checking my channel now. 861. So yeah, last stream I went from like 846 all the way up to like 858. So that was a good stream as far as new subs go. Jonathan Chichu, wow, Jonathan Chichu in the house in San Jose. Pumping up the Sharks and pumping up the fans and opening the locker room doors for the Sharks. Obviously, Jonathan Chichu was one of the guys I did my NHL Remember Him on. He had a 56-goal season back in 2006, I want to say it was. I don't remember the exact year. And then completely fell off the face of the earth. I remember watching him in the AHL just a few years later. One of the strangest NHL careers ever, that's for sure. But he's back in San Jose at the SAP Center, helping get the Sharks ready for this pivotal Game 5 this afternoon. Hey, welcome back, Alex. Yeah, Jonathan Chichu back in San Jose. Hey, Ronald, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if Thornton's going to win a cup. I mean, this I would think is going to be Joe Thornton's last chance at a Stanley Cup. There's no doubt about that. He's still playing well. He's still a good hockey player. He's obviously slowed down a ton, and it's certainly not the player that he was, 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. But he's still producing. More of a third liner at this point, but he's 39 years old. I think this is definitely Thornton's last chance to win a cup. I don't know if he gets it or not. I think what happens today is going to largely determine whether he has a chance or if he's going to get it or not. But for the Bruins' sake, I hope he doesn't, because I want Boston to win it this year. So that would mean Thornton does not get his Stanley Cup. And I would think he's got to be thinking about retiring here pretty soon, either probably after this year, maybe even next year. Well, I'm with you on that, Panther. Obviously, as a Patriots fan, Roger Goodell is public enemy number one. And so I'm certainly not going to disagree with you on that. I know, Vaughn, of course you want Joe Thornton to win a Stanley Cup because you're a Sharks fan. So obviously you're rooting hard for the Sharks in this game and to win the Cup this year. Do you think Thornton should be the next Yager and just keep playing and play until he's like 45? At some point your body just gives up, man. There's well, I mean, even what Yager did was, very, very rare. You don't see a lot of people be able to play that deep into, their careers. I don't see Thornton playing till he's 45. That's just, people just can't do that. You can't play at this level that long. It's so incredibly difficult to do. So it's anthem time now. And that means that puck drop will be within the next couple of minutes as soon as this is done. And we'll be ready to go in Game 5. Hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully there's a lot of action. I know Panther said earlier in the chat, or before the stream even started, that he hoped that this was a high-scoring game. I also would like to see a high-scoring game, keep us on the edge of our seats and keep things exciting. Yes, I did know that, Alex. That's one of the reasons he kept playing so long, is he did lose a lot of his money gambling. Matt Cullen is not going to play until he's 50. I honestly think Matt Cullen's probably done. But he's in his early 40s. He's been around the league a long time. Yeah, Roger Goodell's the biggest piece of garbage in all of the NFL. So Yeah, but you know, I'm not surprised that Yager's still playing. But he's playing in Europe now. He's obviously not still playing at the NHL level, and I don't think many guys can play at the NHL level into their mid 40s. I mean, when you think about guys playing ridiculously long careers, there are really the two names that jump out to me are Chris Chelios and Jaromir Jagr. Those guys set the standard for playing so deep into their 40s, and now Matt Cullen in his early 40s. I think he's going to be done very, very soon. I think Thornton's on his way. On his way, yeah, I guess you could say on his way out. Like it's about the end for Jumbo Joe. Oh, we got Glenn in the chat. What's going on, Glenn? Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, San Jose's gotten a lot of calls in their favor. Obviously, the most notable was Game 3's hand pass. And San Jose, right off the opening faceoff, just rang the pipe and had a grade A opportunity to take a 1-0 lead there, and they just rang the post and goes all the way down. So incredibly good scoring chance early for the Sharks. The puck was barely even dropped, like 5 seconds into the game, and they just miss as it hits the post. That will not be icing. Erik Karlsson started the game on the ice for the Sharks, so he is playing. We'll see. That's going to be something to watch in this game is how Erik Karlsson plays, how many minutes he plays, what he looks like, because he could barely skate at the end of Game 4. He couldn't even – he played one shift in the final 10 minutes. So, he's going to be a guy to watch for sure. And this bad step up by Colton Parayko turns into a 3-on-2 for San Jose right at the start of the game, right off the opening faceoff, and Evander Kane rings nothing but pipe. So great chance early there for the Sharks. Yeah, well, San Jose got by Vegas with the help of a 5-minute power play that they should have never had. However, Vegas does have a thing called a penalty kill, and maybe they shouldn't have given up 4 power play goals on that. And, other teams have no problem killing penalties, so I don't know why Vegas couldn't kill penalties. But, yeah, San Jose's had a lot go their way to be this deep into the playoffs. We'll see if that continues or if it eventually runs out. Yeah, Goal Horns, I saw you commented that, man. I saw that. Thanks for pointing it out. So, San Jose gains possession in their own zone and exits the zone. However, bad pass hops over everybody, and now St. Louis gathers it up in their own end and will break out of their own. 2 minutes into the game, no score yet, but the first opportunity of the game went to the San Jose with a golden scoring chance from Evander Kane, and he rang it off the pipe. So that was by far the best chance here early, and really the only strong scoring chance early in this game for either side. All right, Goal Horns, see you later, man. Thanks for stopping in. So San Jose breaking out of their own end. Brings it into the St. Louis zone. Tomas Hertl, puck, nice job knocking the puck off his stick there. Karlsson keeps it in at the point, though. Slap shot. Karlsson just wide. Another good chance there for San Jose. It just deflected wide of the net. And another good opportunity for the Sharks to score. So St. Louis, first 3 minutes here, the Blues really don't have anything going yet. They don't even have a shot on goal yet. San Jose has looked obviously much better early. They have the jump on home ice, and they're they're controlling the play right now. Another chance for San Jose, and that I believe Binnington got that with the glove. So Jordan Binnington is holding strong here early for the Blues, as San Jose has 6 shot attempts already in the first 3.5 minutes. St. Louis has 0. Yeah, real funny there, Willow. No. It's funny because Willow's like subscriber number 7. He's been here forever. Oh, now great chance for the Blues out in front, and Martin Jones holds strong. Wow. So the Blues' first opportunity of the game is an absolute golden one as they take it to the net, but Martin Jones somehow holds on. Now the Blues have a 2-on-1 back the other way, and the Blues ring the pipe, trying to go short side on Martin Jones, and they get nothing but post. So 2 huge posts early, 1 for each team, and multiple chances for each team early in this game to take the lead. Now Justin Braun comes in, and that ended up being a fairly easy save for Binnington. Hey, what's going on, Eddie? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hey, Levi, what's going on? Thanks, guys, for watching. So exciting start early in this game as we've got chances for both teams, high-quality chances for both teams. We've got 2 posts already and some good saves from these goaltenders to start this game. No score about 5 minutes in, but it could very easily be 1-1 or 2-1 now, given all of these chances early. I would think that both of these teams are going to want to tighten up defensively and not give up such high-quality chances as this game goes along. Blues regrouping in their own end here. Petrangelo to Bouwmeester, and then the puck. Nobody knew where the puck was there for a second, and Evander Kane comes along and takes it. And now the Sharks are the ones regrouping with possession. Erik Karlsson. Erik Karlsson's been on the ice a lot early in this game, so I guess whatever was wrong with his lower body in Game 4 appears to be feeling all right. Whether they shot him up with some pain meds or the injury just feels better today after having a day off, who knows? But he appears to be feeling a lot better now than he was at the end of Game 4. He's been on the ice a lot early in this game, and he looks pretty good. He's making plays with the puck. So San Jose wins the faceoff in the offensive zone. Karlsson's shot gets knocked down in front, and Melker Karlsson, the other Karlsson on the Sharks, has a great chance in front of Binnington, but Binnington holds strong, and ends up going high over the net. But San Jose strong on the forecheck, but the Blues get it out. So now the Blues in on the forecheck here, trying to get a turnover, which they do, and they score! St. Louis takes a 1-0 lead on a brutal turnover from the San Jose Sharks. Oh my, what a disgusting defensive zone turnover from the Sharks. What are they doing here? Karlsson gets the puck behind his net, passes it to nobody. Puck comes right out to, was that Oscar Sundqvist, I think? Yes, it was. Number 70 on St. Louis. Oscar Sundqvist just blasts the slap shot right by Martin Jones. Karlsson turns the puck over and then screens his own goalie on the shot from Sundqvist, which ends up going into the net. So much for Erik Karlsson having a good start to the game. He just is almost solely responsible for that goal there for St. Louis. And the brutal turnover, passing it to nobody, and then getting in his own goaltender's way on the shot. And not a good shift there for Erik Karlsson, who now has given the St. Louis Blues a 1-0 lead. So even though the Sharks have had a lot of good chances early, they haven't been able to score, and it's St. Louis now who takes the 1-0 lead. All right, Rob, that's pretty funny. Yeah, really dumb play by Carlson for sure. Yeah, I agree, Glenn, and Vaughn. Obviously, yeah, dumb play by Carlson, and I agree, Glenn. Carlson has been a turnover machine. Brent Burns is the same way. This San Jose's defense it's completely. You either hit a home run and see them making incredibly good plays, or they are turning the puck over like crazy, making really bad step up decisions. And just, it is boom or bust with this San Jose defense. They either, bring a ton offensively, or they are complete liabilities defensively. And Carlson on that play just handed St. Louis a goal. So I throw that one in the liability category. That was brutal. Yes, he is soft as well. Yeah, Carlson, I think, is one of the more overrated players for sure. Yes, he puts up a ton of points. Yes, he can score. He can make tons of assists. He's a great skater, but he's so bad in his defensive zone at times. He has no idea what to do in the defensive zone. The turnovers are just inexcusable with Erik Karlsson. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of defensemen in the league now that I look at and go, turnover machine for sure. Yeah, Chris, that ankle injury absolutely has played a role in Karlsson's career, and he hasn't been the same since then, and I completely agree with that. Once he hurt that ankle, he was playing unbelievably well that year in Ottawa. Unbelievably well that year in Ottawa, and it just, ever since that ankle injury, it's been rough. It's been rough for Erik Karlsson. He just hasn't been the same player. What's going on, Sky Skull City? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the stream for sure. I hope so, Def. I hope so. I'm hoping to see the Bruins win it all, but we'll have to wait and see how this final goes. There's obviously still a lot of hockey left to be played in that final series. They can't just show up and think they're going to win. They have to bring it, because no matter which of these teams they play, whether it's St. Louis or whether it's San Jose, it's going to be a difficult series. There's no easy series in the Stanley Cup final, that's for sure. So the Blues just iced it, so the Sharks will now have an offensive zone faceoff. Looking to tie this game up with 13 minutes left in the first period. Honestly, I feel like the beginning of this game has gone by pretty fast. It's been not a lot of whistles to this point. It's been a pretty good pace to the game. And obviously, both of these teams are not afraid to play up and down, fast-paced hockey, as they both have a lot of offensive talent and players that know how to skate and move the puck. So here comes St. Louis. Oh, another great chance here for the Blues, and Ryan O'Reilly just couldn't get his stick on it in front. Whoever the backside defenseman was there for the Sharks completely missed his assignment, and the Blues came rushing into the zone there with the puck, and it ended up being a grade A opportunity. David Perron passes all the way across the ice to Sammy Blais, and if Ryan O'Reilly had gotten his stick on that, that would have been 2-0 St. Louis. I don't know, what is Erik Karlsson doing? It's Karlsson again. What is he doing defensively? I don't think he knows how to play in the defensive zone. Like, why not just make him a winger at this point? He obviously can play offensively and move the puck. Just make him a winger at this point. He is brutal in his own end. He completely leaves. He was the left defenseman on that play. He completely left his side of the ice and moves across to the right side. And then Blais comes down his wing and has a great opportunity to get the puck in front to Ryan O'Reilly. And if O'Reilly had gotten a stick on that puck, it would have been 2-0 St. Louis. I don't know what Erik Karlsson is doing in his own zone. And I don't think he knows what he's doing in his own zone. And St. Louis just ices it there after some pressure from the Sharks. All right, let's see. Yes, Vaughn, absolutely cannot wait for it to come out. Panther, it depends. I think the most people try and just go in and grab them first, and try and immobilize their punching arm. But so pretty much you try and like grab up here somewhere so you have control of that arm, and then they can't punch. That's pretty much the first thing, and then you just start throwing. And throw until somebody falls down or the refs jump in. So here comes St. Louis. Oh, just couldn't get that. Man, I have not been impressed with San Jose in their own end so far in this game. Way too much open space for the Blues. Blues are getting quality chances. And San Jose has got to tighten up defensively. Justin Braun there did a good job to deflect that puck. So Tyler Bozak didn't have a breakaway, and now the Sharks come out the other way. Oh yeah, Scott Darling is absolute trash. And yeah, Glenn's right. You try and get a good hold of the other guy. Absolutely, Glenn's 100% right. Michael Haley, nice hit there. Keeps the puck in the zone for San Jose. And the Sharks' fourth line has just had a pretty good shift in the offensive zone, pinning St. Louis deep and forechecking hard. Haley, Goodrow, and I'm not sure who the other guy on that line was, but Haley and Goodrow especially were physical in on the forecheck, and that was very good for the Sharks to get a momentum shift there. But here comes San Jose, and a great chance is once again the Sharks defensively don't know what they're doing, and Braden Shen just got a nice tip on that puck right in the slot, and a big save there from Martin Jones. So, man, St. Louis these last few minutes, it could easily be 3-0 St. Louis at this point, if not for some close calls and some big saves from Martin Jones, especially that last one. Oh, sweet. Looks like we got a lot of people in the chat waiting for this new Slipknot album to come out. That's awesome. Obviously, they just put the new song out the other day. I've listened to it at least 50 times already. It's fantastic. Can't wait, but got to wait till August, so it's going to be a little while. So commercial break now. While we're on commercial break, I just want to say that if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. That really means a lot and helps out a ton. And also, if you're here in the chat and enjoying the stream, please give it a thumbs up and hit that like button. That really helps out. Let's try to get to 15 likes by the end of the first period. We're about halfway through the period now. Let's try to get to 15 likes before the end of the first period. So have at it, guys. Hit that button. Rob, I can only imagine, man. Seeing, yeah, middle-aged people should not be doing that. I'm with you on that. That's definitely that's a kid dance for sure. Um, hey, there you go, Alex. So watching it on Apple TV, so you don't have to ask me to show the game. Nice. Do I like Justin Braun? I mean, he's an all right defenseman. He's certainly not a star or the cornerstone of a defense core. But if you're looking for a solid depth defenseman, I think Justin Braun's all right. As San Jose somehow stays on side there, bringing into the zone, but the shot gets blocked. So I mean, Justin Braun's a solid depth defenseman, but he's not anything spectacular. There's a lot of guys like him throughout the league. Nice hit there. I don't know who that was. And then another hit in the neutral zone. And one of the Sharks players is down. It looks like he just got blindsided in the neutral zone. Tomas Hertl does not look happy right now. I don't know exactly what happened. So Tarasenko levels Evander Kane. That was a beautiful hit on Kane. And then Tomas Hertl gets blind. Oh, he barely got touched. He barely got touched. That was I mean, he barely got touched there. I mean, they brushed. They brushed. That wasn't even enough force on that hit to even. I mean, he barely touched him. That was yes, I agree. That was a wuss play by Hertl. That he barely touched him. So here comes San Jose now. Nyquist with the shot. Easy save there from Binnington. And the Blues gain possession in their own end and will look to break out. Another nice hit. That time, another Shark got leveled, and then Sundqvist got hit by someone from San Jose. I couldn't see who that was. And the action is picking up in this game. So we're starting to see some good hits thrown around here. And Hertl barely got touched in the neutral zone, and he dropped like a ton of bricks. Like he just got destroyed. And the guy barely even made contact with him. So now St. Louis with it in the zone. Ice cream cake, Panther. That's 100%. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of the NHL's refs. They usually announce them. They usually should announce them and say who the refs are before the game. So I recognize a lot of the names, but the physicality in this game is really picking up. And Michael Haley's in the lineup for San Jose. So if the Sharks want to answer, I mean, Haley is there. And he's on the ice right now. It's Donskoy is the other one on that line. So the fourth line tonight for San Jose is Goodrow, Haley, and Donskoy. Hey, what's going on, Maddie? Thanks for watching, man. Appreciate it. I think he was trying to draw a call, but obviously it didn't work. So I'm not sure who the worst ref is. There's a lot of bad ones, Vaughn. I'm not sure who the absolute worst is. Probably one of the newer ones whose name I don't know. All right, man. Not a problem, Maddie. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, and thanks for watching. So under 7 minutes now left in the first period. Yeah, I saw that, Def. That's really sad. I saw that today as Bennington makes an easy save. So Jordan Bennington, what a start to the game for Bennington. San Jose has had some good chances early, and Bennington is playing really well and holding strong. He's also had some help from the post. Obviously, the first major chance for the Sharks, Evander Kane rang the pipe. But Bennington's played well, and he's keeping St. Louis in the lead. And that's obviously all you can ask from your goaltender. So 6 minutes remaining in the first period, 1-0 St. Louis on a goal from Oscar Sundqvist on a brutal turnover from Erik Karlsson. It seems like after those two, Karlsson's had a couple of bad shifts early in this game, and I have not seen him on the ice nearly as much since those two bad shifts. Burns is out there now with I'm not sure who he's out with. It's definitely not Karlsson. I think that's Joakim Ryan maybe that's playing with Burns, and Braun's been out there. Oh, no, it's Vlasic playing with Burns. Okay, and Braun's been out there. Brendan Dillon's played a little bit. But Karlsson hasn't been on the ice nearly as much since he's given the Blues that goal. Yeah, I played baseball for a long time, but obviously not anymore. But yeah, pretty much, Alex. If you're probably one of the only ones that doesn't know how to play baseball. So fourth line out for San Jose, and that is going to be delay a game on the St. Louis Blues. Jay Bouwmeester just rocketed that puck out of play. So the Sharks are going to get a power play opportunity here. Bouwmeester just flips. Oh. That might have deflected. I need to see that again. That might have deflected, but I don't know. Either way, Bouwmeester flips the puck up, and it goes out of play, and it's going to be a delay game penalty on the St. Louis Blues. So San Jose's got a power play here when we get back from commercial, and a golden opportunity here to tie the game up. So obviously a big power play chance here for the Sharks. Yes, Def, I absolutely agree. I think it is going to be awesome. I think the layoff has hurt every single team so far in the playoffs that's had a long layoff. I think the layoff it's scaring me for the Bruins. Teams coming off of long layoffs like this have not done well. So Boston's gonna have to find a way to buck the trend, or it might be a rough series for me in the finals, but we'll see. I honestly, I've grown to have some serious confidence in this Bruins team and trust this Bruins team now. They've completely won me over, especially with the Columbus series. The Columbus series really won me over with this team, and they're playing really good hockey right now. Oh God, I there would be a million stories from the Stanley Cup if it could talk. Do I watch cycling, Vaughn? No, I do not watch cycling, not at all. Yeah, Maddie, the Bruins are good, 100%. They are very good. What's going on, TTC? Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah, the long layoff is good if you're trying to heal an injury or something like that, but just it hasn't been good so far for teams in the playoffs. They've come out they've come out rusty and not focused, and it's been a problem for the teams that have had the long layoffs. So San Jose's on the power play. Nice save there from Jordan Bennington. Sharks maintain possession in the offensive zone. Karlsson is out there for the power play, so he's getting some minutes now where he likely won't have to play defensively and can focus on offense, which is what he is best at. Yeah, I got the beer here there, Maddie, for sure. The score is 1-0 St. Louis right now. Yeah, Boston's fourth line is very good, especially when they play at their best. When Boston's plays at a high level, when you've got that line rolling, they can add offense. They're all physical. It's a very good fourth line. I don't know if it's the best in the league, but it's a very good fourth line. So 45 seconds left here on the power play for the Sharks, and the Sharks go in offsides, I believe. So just 41 seconds left on the extra attack with the extra attacker, and going to be a face-off here. And good job by Binnington there, and then another Logan Couture gets it to the net, and it just deflects off of Joe Pavelski wide. But Binnington is holding strong so far for the Blues. So here comes Pavelski, turns the puck over at the blue line, dumped all the way down by St. Louis. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the first. Final 20 seconds of the power play here. Nothing going so far for the Sharks, and once again it gets dumped out. And the Blues penalty kill has been doing a fine job on this kill here, with Bouwmeester in the box for delay of game. Sharks keep it in, though. Nice save there on Brent Burns by Binnington on the hard shot from the point. And now Bouwmeester's out of the box. Back to five-a-side hockey as the shot goes wide. And the Blues dump it all the way down. No icing as it went right by a San Jose player going for a change. So the penalty is killed. St. Louis maintains their lead. Sharks do not score on the power play. And here come the Blues now out of their zone. They dump it in and go for a line change, get fresh legs on the ice. If the Blues face the Bruins, who will win? I don't know. I mean, I'm done doing predictions, guys. I am not doing predictions anymore. I don't know who's going to win. I am not a fortune teller. What I do know is that it will be a very, very good series and probably a very tight series. Yeah, I agree, Russell. These teams are very, very tightly matched and both very good teams. And now here comes San Jose bringing into the offensive zone. Minute and a half remaining in the first period here. Sunday afternoon hockey, matinee game, Game 5. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, for those of you that weren't here that early, I said the winner of this game is going to win the series. I think whoever wins this game will end up winning the whole series and move on to the Stanley Cup. So we'll see if that's true or not in the coming days. But with a minute to go in the first period here, St. Louis has the 1-0 lead. And obviously a very good road period for the St. Louis Blues so far in this one. Yeah, I've been saying that if whoever wins this game is going to win this series. I love afternoon games. Gives me something to watch in the afternoon when there's absolutely nothing worth watching on. I love afternoon games. I am done doing predictions. I don't know who's going to win the Stanley Cup. I don't know who's going to win this game, but what I will say is whoever does win this game is going to win the series. Yeah, Erik Karlsson really has not had a great first period in my mind. This brutal turnover they're showing again, and then he screens his own goaltender afterwards. And he's obviously injured. Karlsson is playing through a major injury right now. We won't know what it is until the Sharks get knocked out and they finally tell the world what everyone's injuries were. But it's blatantly obvious that Karlsson is playing through a major injury right now. Hey, welcome back, Goldhorns. No, I don't like late games at all. I like afternoon games, and I like the normal 7 o'clock start time games. 8 o'clock games are okay, not a big deal. Anything later than that is too late, and I don't like them at all. So that's the end of the first period. It's 1-0 Blues. Great road period for St. Louis. We'll see if they can continue that the rest of the game. But very, very good period for the Blues, and pretty much exactly what they needed to do in this game. They head to the first intermission with a lead, which is fantastic for the Blues. I drink beer. I don't drink wine at all. I've had wine a few times. I don't drink it at all. I drink beer. So it's intermission time. We've got 18 minutes to kill. I'm going to move the computer for intermission, let it cool off a bit like usual, and we can talk, guys, because we got time to kill. I do want to say before we get into our intermission activities here in our chats, I do want to say if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That obviously helps out a ton. That is the #1 thing you can do to help any channel on YouTube is hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't already, please give this a thumbs up and hit the like button. That helps out a ton. We did not reach our goal of hitting 15 likes before the end of the period. But hopefully we can get to 15 likes during this intermission and be at 15 or more for the start of the second. But that obviously does a lot helping the channel with getting the video found and just getting more exposure for the channel, moving it higher up in YouTube's algorithms. So those likes really mean a lot, and I certainly do appreciate it. I appreciate all of you watching. Means a lot, and that's why the channel is here. If I didn't have an audience, I wouldn't take the time to do all this. But it's really great having so many people in the chat and watching these streams. So thank you guys so much. What do you mean? What would I do for 1K subs? What do you mean by that, Goalhorns? Hopefully I get to 1K eventually. The next group of mods are coming at 1,000. So when I get to I don't know why I can't talk. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll put a new batch of mods in. I don't know how many yet, but there's a lot of people I think that want to be mods, and a lot of people that are deserving that have been on this channel for a long time. But I'm going to do another batch at 1,000. And but until then, I think we're good with just the 4 that we have. Oh yeah, no, I'll definitely. I mean, I'm not going to give it all away, but there's gonna be a lot coming. There's going to be a lot coming for 1,000. There'll be 1,000 sub giveaway. There's a lot coming at 1,000. So that's obviously a huge benchmark for this channel. And if we ever get there. If we ever get there, I think you guys will get to see all the awesome stuff that I'll do at 1K. I have no idea what subscriber number you were, Glenn. I don't remember, but you've been on this channel for quite a while now, so probably pretty early on. I first started doing videos in October, the beginning of the NHL season in 2017. So not this past NHL season, the year before. That was the October of that year was when I first started doing videos. So the channel is almost 2 years old now. At the end of this season, it will be 2 full NHL seasons where this channel has existed. No, I'm not a big enough Cage the Elephant fan to buy an album from them. No, probably not. Well, yeah, the Oilers definitely did suck some balls this year. They were not very good, to say the least. Rough year for Edmonton, and have I heard of Clinton Road? I feel like I have. Is that like a famous like haunted area or something? I definitely feel like I have heard of that. Oh, classics. Yeah, Alex, I've definitely heard of that. I feel like I've watched a documentary on it or something like that. Yeah, Drysdale had an incredible year, but I mean that's almost makes it even worse for Edmonton, because Edmonton had 2 100-point players and they still didn't make the playoffs. That shows how freaking bad they are as a team, and how awful defensively they are. Yeah, they're intermission now talking about all the turnovers between Erik Karlsson and Brent Burns in this series. I mean, they are constantly turning the puck over. Um, they are the most boom or bust players, I think, in the NHL. Like they can do so many great things. They're such great skaters. They're so good offensively, but then defensively, they can be so bad at times. And I mean, I guess you got to take the good with the bad with those guys. But holy crap, some of these turnovers that Burns and Karlsson keep making are just absolutely just brutal. Do I like Keith Jones? Yeah, I think Keith Jones does a pretty good job. I would say he's one of the guys that I like. Yeah, I know that Karl Anthony Towns is an NBA player. I don't know anything about him. I don't know why Pierre Maguire has no hair, but I hate Pierre Maguire. He's terrible. Absolute trash. Yeah, Bowmeister and Parayko especially. Colton Parayko has had a very, very good postseason for the St. Louis Blues. I feel like this is a bit of a coming out party for Parayko. He's not flashy. He's not a big point guy. He's not a guy who's going to light up the score sheet. But Colton Parayko is a big kid, a very solid defenseman, and he moves well for his size. I really like Colton Parayko a lot, and I remember early in the season when the Blues were really bad, there was a lot of talk about them possibly moving him. I have no idea why St. Louis would ever want to get rid of Colton Parayko. he is, I mean, talk about somebody who I think can be a solid top 4 defenseman for years to come. You know, the next 10 years. Colton Parayko is a guy I like a lot. Am I surprised by? Oh yes, absolutely. I didn't know if this channel would even ever get to 100 subscribers. Like, I didn't know if anyone wanted to talk to me about hockey, but I had I had a webcam. I wanted to do I wanted to talk about hockey because I spent so much time watching it, and I've been watching it my whole life, and I just follow it so closely. I wanted to just see what would happen. So I started, the channel, started uploading some videos with just my opinion on things. But I really had no idea how big the channel would ever get. I had no idea if people wanted to hear me talk about hockey or not. And to be honest, I didn't know if I would even ever get to 100 subscribers. So the fact that I'm almost to 900 now, I had no idea that the channel would ever get this big. Would I like Jay Bouwmeester to win a cup one day? I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't dislike Jay Bouwmeester, so if he wins a cup, I'm going to be perfectly fine with that. Yes, Alex, that's a Bud Light. That's my beer. I drink a lot of Bud Light. That's my pretty much when I buy beer, I buy Bud Light. Yeah, I don't think the Oilers will be getting Cale Makar. The Avalanche would be absolutely nuts to give up Cale Makar. I don't think that's going to happen. Actually, I don't make any money from YouTube because you have to have 1,000 subscribers to monetize the channel. So I don't make any money from the channel other than when people buy my merchandise or Patreon. I do have a couple of patrons who do a lot, helping, adding, giving me a little something each month for the channel. And obviously when I sell merch, so I get some of that too. But just because Social Blade says I make so much per year from the channel, yeah, no, you don't make any money from YouTube until you get to 1,000 subscribers. Then you can monetize the channel. But I don't. Well, obvious, yeah, the hockey guy. YouTube is the hockey guy's full-time job. That's what he does. He makes a ton of money from YouTube because he has 90,000 subscribers. But yeah, that's his job. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers, so I make zero money from YouTube. Oh, that's awesome. Jay Bouwmeester went to your high school. That is really, really cool. Yeah, I mean, he's been in the league a long time now. He's done a great job. Well, that's. I wish, Nick, that there was more hockey talk in non-traditional markets, but I'm sure that in North Carolina, the hockey probably doesn't get talked about a whole lot, especially when the Hurricanes up until this year had not been a playoff team in 10 almost 10 years up until this year. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but I'm glad you enjoy the channel and thank you for watching and thank you for your support. It means a lot. Dion Phaneuf, the pylon himself, Mr. Traffic Cone Dion Phaneuf. That sucks, Vaughn. None of your friends watch hockey. That blows. That's rather unfortunate. Oh, damn, my beer's gone. That's it. All right. Well, that so you guys need to find friends that watch hockey, man. That sucks that none of your friends watch hockey. All right, so we should be back here pretty soon for the start of the second period. It's definitely been yeah, intermission should be almost over. We're it's about time now. It's 18 minutes at intermission. I try and look at the clock when the period ends to get know when it's going to be back, and I think we're looking at another 2 or 3 minutes maybe, and the puck should be dropped for the second period. So hopefully it's another exciting period. There were a lot of chances in that first one. Blues were the only team to score a goal. They have the 1-0 lead. But hopefully the second period continues to be fast-paced and a lot of fun to watch, and we'll see what happens. Hey, there you go, Nick. That's that you got lucky there for sure. That's great news. Oh God, no! A store that only sells hockey stuff. I have never ever seen that before. That they definitely do not have that here. Hey, what's going on, THG? Thanks for watching, man. I appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button if you enjoy the stream and give it that thumbs up. That helps out the channel a ton. But thank you so much for being here. I don't know. Whenever they created hockey, they decided to make it 3 periods instead of 4 quarters. I guess they just wanted to be different than other sports, I guess. But that's the way it's always been. Wow, that's incredible, Glenn. I have never, ever seen one of those before. That's for sure. That's awesome. All hockey stuff. That's incredible. Usually around here, hockey only gets like a small corner of the sports stores. Everything else is football and baseball for the most part. But I'm moving the computer back. The puck is dropping now for the second period. We are underway. Second period action here should be a lot of fun as San Jose is looking to tie the game. Oh yeah, we have pure hockey too. I guess we do have hockey stores, but hockey equipment. It's not like they don't. It's not really like memorabilia or like hockey stuff like that. It's all hockey equipment stores around me. Oh, St. Louis, great chance right here in the first minute. Braden Shen and Ivan Barbashev in front of the net. Huge opportunity there for the Blues. But Martin Jones comes up big with a couple of saves. First Barbashev on the wraparound, and then Shen comes in and gets a backhand chance on the rebound. And Jones comes up huge with 2 saves in a row. And that's offsides as the Sharks bring it in over the line. Well, player over the line before the puck. So already first minute here of the second period, and the Blues just had a great chance to extend this lead to 2, and they didn't. Martin Jones came up big and made the save. Are there any alligators in the parking lot? That's hilarious. Probably. Honestly, there probably is. Do I know the Muffin Man? Yes, he lives on Drury Lane, as Jordan Bennington makes a save on Timo Meier there. Hey, Rogues Lego, what's going on? Thanks for tuning into the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, down in Florida there, alligators are everywhere. They'll just chill wherever, and they're just kind of there. That's part of being in southern Florida. Do I think that it's rigged? No, I do not think that it's rigged, Vaughn. No, I actually don't have any hockey jerseys, but I don't use Full Moon. No, I don't have any hockey jerseys. I don't have the money to spend on stuff like that. Honestly, I just yeah, he's a Panthers fan from New Jersey, but I mean, if I get more money in the future and have money to spend, I'll definitely buy jerseys, but not right now. I'm poor. So here comes the Blues into the offensive zone. And nice defense there from the Sharks to break up the pass attempt. And now the Sharks have a chance to regroup and possibly break this puck out, which they do not. Good forecheck from St. Louis here. Pat Maroon in. Got the puck behind the net. Passes out in front and a save by Martin Jones. However, the puck finally covered. Took him a while to actually get it covered, but he does. But nice job there by the Blues. The Bortuzzo line out there getting a good forecheck in and getting the puck to the net and forcing Jones to make a save. What? What are you, Russell, what are you talking about? What is that story? I've never heard that. I have no idea. Yeah, Panthers not a Devils fan. Oh, San Jose just rang the pipe again. Great opportunity there for the Sharks, and they ring the post. Wow. Now Brent Burns getting into it with Pat Maroon behind the San Jose net. I don't think Pat Maroon is the guy that Brent Burns wants to tangle with. Maroon is a tough customer, and he will beat you up. So if I'm Brent Burns, I am not trying to get into it with Pat Maroon. Of anyone on this Blues team, Maroon is probably the last guy I'd want to get into it with. Oh, I've never heard that, Russell. I don't know that story at all, but seems funny. Oh, St. Louis with the goal. It's 2-0. Jaden Schwartz, 2-0 Blues. Bouwmeester keeps the puck in the zone. The puck ends up going out to the point. The shot gets deflected. Martin Jones just tries to shovel the puck to the side, and he ends up putting it right on Jaden Schwartz's stick. Easy open net goal for Schwartz. The original shot by Tarasenko gets blocked down in front. Jones shovels the puck to the side, and he has no idea that Schwartz is there, puts it right on his stick, and we have a 2-0 game. Yeah, Jaden Schwartz has been pretty good for sure. Now here comes Sundqvist in all alone. Good job by the Sharks of getting back defensively, though, and Jones holds the post. But, man, St. Louis with all kinds of pressure right now. Another loose puck in front. Huge save. Jones, 2 huge saves. Another one that goes wide. Sharks can't even get the puck out of their own end right now. This is a firing squad here for St. Louis. And finally, the Sharks dump it all the way down. No icing. Blues regroup in their own end. This is, wow. What a playoffs for Jaden Schwartz. He has 10 goals in these playoffs. Great postseason for Schwartz for St. Louis. Another terrible turnover by the Sharks. And the Blues bring it in, and another save by Jones. Man, St. Louis with tons and tons of pressure going on right now. Sharks struggling to even get the puck out. Yeah, literally the goalie gets – Martin Jones should get a huge assist on that Schwartz goal. Gave it right to him. And there's a save, another save for Martin Jones. So really, while the Blues did just score to take the 2-0 lead, Martin Jones has stopped this from being a 4 or 5-0 game just in the last 2 or 3 minutes. He's come up with some huge saves here that the Sharks really needed him to make. So kudos to Jones for that, but he should get an assist on that Schwartz goal. He gave the puck right to him. Yes, Glenn, I can agree with that. I do not like the Maple Leafs at all, even though I know that there are a lot of Maple Leaf fans on this channel. I am not a Leafs fan to say. I'm a Bruins fan, so I hate the Leafs. I'm with you on that one, Glenn. So 5 minutes now into the second period, San Jose finds themselves down 2-0 on home ice to St. Louis. St. Louis, to this point, has played a phenomenal road playoff game. What a great game for the Blues. And Robert Thomas, huge save there. Huge save there from Martin Jones to keep this 2-0. And, man, the Sharks are really in trouble here. Haley deflects the pass and gets his stick on it, but Blues maintain possession. They're cycling the puck now in the offensive end. Oh, Providence. PC is my favorite college hockey team. Providence is way better than Harvard. I don't even like Harvard that much. How would I feel if the LA Kings played in the LA Coliseum for an outdoor game? I mean, that'd be cool. That'd be a cool spot for an outdoor game. And they have the technology now to do it as Tarasenko shoots it off the side of the net. Martin Jones, man, he is just scrambling around in his crease right now, doing whatever he can to keep the puck out of his net. St. Louis, is just pouring on the pressure here. It's been an absolute firing squad for the entire second period to this point for the Blues, and the Sharks have got to get something going. They need some form of puck possession first of all, and they seem unable to get it. As now Carlson steps up and takes the puck away. Bennington makes the save though. Sharks with the puck still in the offensive zone. So this is the kind of shift that San Jose needed. However, here come the Blues. That's going to be a trip. Jones makes the save, but that's tripping on the Sharks. Brent Burns is going to Burns. Clearly takes the skates out from Vlad Tarasenko. Tarasenko still gets a shot off. And it is a penalty shot. So Vlad Tarasenko is getting a penalty shot here for the St. Louis Blues and a chance to put the team up 3-0. And wow, that was Burns again caught stepping up in a bad spot. Doesn't have any defensive help, and now here's Tarasenko, and he scores! Tarasenko rockets it high glove side, and it's a 3-0 game. 3-0 Blues. Wow. San Jose is just puking all over themselves here on home ice. Nasty, nasty shot. High glove side. You really he sniped that corner perfectly. That is not Martin Jones's fault. 7th goal of the playoffs for Tarasenko, who really has kind of been quiet for the Blues in these playoffs. He has 7 goals. He's been good, but he hasn't been, a standout superstar for the Blues in these playoffs. But comes up big there, extends the lead to 3, and now the Sharks find themselves in big trouble. We're almost to the halfway point of the game. They're down 3-0. They've gotten completely outplayed in the second period. Shots are 15-1 in the second period in favor of St. Louis. This isn't even close. This is pure domination. And the Sharks need a serious wake-up call here with about half the game remaining as we go to commercial break here. But wow. Yeah, it was a pretty dumb play by Burns to take the trip there. And it once again, Karlsson and Burns have been turnover machines. Turnover machines, and they're so bad defensively. Yeah, Vaughn is not happy in the chat here because obviously he's a Sharks fan. And today has not gone the way that Vaughn wanted to at all. No, he's not. That was a joke, Panther. He's not serious. It is 3-0 Blues. St. Louis just scored on a penalty shot to take the 3-0 lead. Vladimir Tarasenko with a nasty snipe. Well, it's not official yet, Dennis. It's not official yet. San Jose, there's still a period and a half of hockey left. San Jose could come back to win this game if they start to play a whole lot better than they have been. They need the next goal. I think that the next goal is massive in this game. If the Blues make it 4-0, this game's over. If San Jose can get it to 3-1, then all of a sudden this becomes a game again real quick. But the next goal of this game is absolutely huge. So St. Louis in on the forecheck here. Nice job by Sundqvist on Erik Karlsson. Good hit on Brent Burns. So they're playing Brent Burns and Erik Karlsson together. Now the Sharks are as a defense pair. Talk about not being able to play in your own end. That's a brutal pairing for defensive zone hockey, to say the least. Ooh, Vaughn's getting salty. He's going to stop watching if the Blues make it 4-0. So he's getting salty and pissed off with how today's game is going. Under 12 minutes left in the second now. Blues keep it in. Right at the line. Bortuzzo with a nice job there to keep it in. Pat Maroon, Tyler Bozak, and Robert Thomas is the line out for St. Louis. Sharks have who's out there for the Sharks? Evander Kane. Who's he playing with? Evander Kane, Joe Pavelski, and is that Joe Thornton on that line? I believe it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, don't remind. We don't need to talk about the 2013 Stanley Cup. Don't remind me. Stupid Blackhawks. I hate Chicago so much. And a nice save. Oh, cover there. Not really a save. Cover there by Jordan Binnington to stop play. So San Jose will have an offensive zone faceoff. Yeah, I don't like Pittsburgh either. Chicago and Pittsburgh are two of my least favorite teams. Obviously, Montreal's up there, and Toronto being huge rivals for the Bruins. And the Blues regain possession there in the neutral zone, regroup in their own end. San Jose's got their fourth line on the ice, trying to generate just some energy for the team, I would think. But they're stuck in their defensive zone, so that's not going to do it. Michael Haley deflects the puck out of play in the neutral zone. And 10:02 remaining in the second period. Wow. So, St. Louis has been dominant in the second period, and they have really taken control of this game. Really taking Sorry, I'm getting tired. They've really taken complete control of this game here in this period, and the Sharks have got to get some form of puck possession here before they can do anything to change the momentum of this game. The Sharks have barely touched the puck this period. They've got to find some possession, and once they get possession, they'll be able to build up some scoring chances and maybe get a goal. And if they can get a goal, it's 3-1, and then we are, back into a real hockey game here. No, Von Hook is not happy right now. He's pissed about the Sharks today, not playing very well to this point in the game. Yeah, 100%, Nick. The Blues have come to play today. I think winning Game 4 was really big for the Blues. They know they got robbed in Game 3. They came out, tied the series up in Game 4. And I think they came out today ready to make a statement, wanting to make a statement. And, that's what they've done. They've taken a commanding lead in this game, and they're looking to take the 3-2 series lead, heading back home with a chance to close it out in 6 and go to the Stanley Cup final. So, very, very, I mean, just a fantastic road game for the Blues today. I mean, to go into the Shark Tank and play this well and really keep the Sharks from getting any momentum or anything going in their favor, this has been a near perfect road game for the Blues. Yeah, Rob's rooting for the Blues. He is having a good time and very happy with the way that today's game has gone. So, we're just coming back now from a commercial break. Please remember, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. That means a lot and really helps out the channel. And if you're having fun and enjoying the stream, please give it a thumbs up and hit that like button. That really helps out with getting the video found and getting everything moved higher in the YouTube algorithm and things. So that helps a lot. And thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you're enjoying the stream, and hopefully we still got half the game left, so hopefully it continues. Here come the Sharks into the offensive zone. Logan Couture unable to get the shot away, and stifling defense there from the Blues. And we've got a penalty call coming up, I believe, on St. Louis. No, it's on the Sharks. They're checking Alex Steen for blood. I guess he caught a high stick, and yes, he did, absolutely. Jonas Donskoy caught Steen right, and it looks like the nose here, right at the tip of the nose with his stick, with the shaft, came right up like that and caught him in the face. So, again, not a smart penalty by the Sharks. Donskoy's to the box for 4 minutes. Double minor. Alex Steen, I guess blood was drawn. Oh, yeah. It hit him in the lip, actually. It wasn't the bridge of the nose like I thought. It was the lip, and blood was drawn right here on the lip. So, a 4-minute power play coming up. 4-minute power play here for the Blues, and man, this is a must kill for San Jose. The Sharks have to find a way to kill this off. And they're off to a good start as Melker Karlsson had a chance to break there, but couldn't get away and ended up leaving the puck at the blue line. Goodrow dumps it in, this is huge for the San Jose Sharks. If they can kill this 4 minutes off, that should really shift some momentum to their side. If the Blues score on this power play, it's a 4-0 game, and we're looking like this game's over. And we've got a penalty call coming up. Tyler Bozak is going to the box for St. Louis. So there goes your power play. Bozak is getting a hooking, or they called that a hooking call, I guess, on Bozak. Yep, so Bozak to the box for hooking, and now we're going to have 2 minutes of 4-on-4 action. So that changes things quickly, and this is fantastic for the Sharks. Now they don't even have to kill the full 4 minute. They don't even have to kill the full 4 minute penalty, because now we're going to have 2 minutes of 4-on-4. So wow. So offside St. Louis there. So 4-on-4 action here. Awkward fall right off that faceoff for Joe Pavelski. Braden Schenn hooked his leg and took that left leg right out from under Pavelski right on that faceoff, and that was an awkward-looking fall for the San Jose captain. He seems to be okay, though. So the 4-on-4 continues here for another minute and a half or so, a little more than that. We'll see if either team can score here. I guess sleep. It would be good to take a nap this afternoon. Oh, huge hit. Brendan Dillon just stepped up and absolutely clobbered one of the St. Louis Blues players there. I didn't see who that was for St. Louis. That was a huge, huge hit by Dillon. And now Dillon has the puck behind his net, regrouping for the Sharks. That was a fantastic open ice hit for San Jose. And who else but Brendan Dillon to do it? Under a minute now in 4-on-4 time. St. Louis will still have power play time when this 4-on-4 ends because the Bozak took the penalty so early on in the double minute power play, but still a good chunk, 2 minutes, half of the 4-minute double minor taken up by 4-on-4 action because of Bozak's penalty. That was Pietrangelo, who got absolutely leveled by Brendan Dillon, who just stepped up beautifully on him. And what a great hockey hit right there. And Pietrangelo was feeling it after that. I've been hit like that before, and you definitely feel it. If you don't understand the NHL rules, you must be pretty new to hockey. That's called a body check. You're supposed to do that. That's one of the best parts of hockey is getting to lay people out. It's fun. It's hitting. So a minute left on the power play here. The 4-on-4 is over. St. Louis is back on the power play. Obviously with limited time remaining, and they can't keep the puck in the zone. Pietrangelo unable to keep that puck in. Good shot there by the Blues, but the deflection ends up going up into the netting and not into the net. Vaughn, how can you say that the NHL hates the Sharks? The Sharks shouldn't even, if it wasn't for the NHL and the refs, the Sharks wouldn't even have made it out of the first round. So, I mean, the Sharks have been gifted call after call after call in these playoffs. I have no idea how you can say that the NHL – I mean, the only reason the Sharks are in the conference final is because of the NHL. Now we got a little scrum in front of the net going on here. Perron just going to the net on Martin Jones there, and Burns, Meyer, and Braun all go after David Perron for getting near the goalie there. So 5 seconds left on the power play here for St. Louis. San Jose obviously can just win the faceoff here and dump it down, and that would be an end to the power play. So unbelievably, the shots in this period are 18-4 in favor of St. Louis. So we're back to even 5-on-5 hockey here. St. Louis was unable to score on that power play. San Jose has killed it off. Under 5 minutes now remaining in the second period. But 18-4 are the shots in the second period for the Blues. They have been absolutely dominant here in the second, as Jordan Binnington has to make a rare save in this period. 5th shot on goal of the period for San Jose, and he easily turns that aside. So here comes St. Louis now. Barbashev on the break gets a backhand off well wide of the net. 4 minutes now. 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Blues maintain their 3-0 lead and are bringing it into the zone. One too many passes there for St. Louis. Somebody just should have put that puck on net. That one ends up getting blocked in front by Martin Jones himself, and St. Louis maintains on the forecheck here, and San Jose ends up just dumping it down. Not hard enough for icing. San Jose has just given up breakaway after breakaway and odd man rush after odd man rush because they don't know how to play defensively. They don't know how to play defensively. Blues in on the forecheck again. San Jose trying to find a way to get the puck out. They do. Barclay Goodrow brings it through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. He's hit by Braden Shen. And the Blues dump it down. Well, again, a chance for the Blues to get a shot on goal there, and they pass up the shot chance for a pass, and the pass doesn't get through. If I'm St. Louis here, I am shooting the puck. All you need, you make this 4-0, and this game is pretty much over. Like, you've got to get pucks on goal here. And St. Louis, I think, is looking way too hard for the cute play. Another break here as Schwartz goes in with no defense even close to him and gets a shot on goal. Defensively, San Jose has been an absolute joke tonight or today. Absolute joke. The Blues have had nothing but wide open space in the offensive zone. San Jose is constantly turning the puck over, and they're lucky it's only 3-0 because this could easily be 6 or 7-0. Hey, N-Dog, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah, shots are now 20-5 in the second period, favoring the St. Louis Blues. This has just been a dominant period for the Blues and a disaster for St. Louis, or for San Jose, I mean. Yeah, guys, let's get to 20 likes before the end of this period. We're down, I believe, under 3 minutes remaining in the period. We're almost there. So if you're enjoying this stream, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that like button. Really, really appreciate that. It helps out a ton with the channel and getting the video found. There we go. 20 likes. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It really means a lot. And awesome. 20 likes on this video before the end of the second. We just got there. Thank you guys so much, and really hope that you're enjoying the stream, as we've got quite the game in front of us. Certainly not what I expected today. How I expected today's game to go, with St. Louis having a 3-0 lead, but still, it's been an exciting one, and we'll see if the Sharks can get themselves back into this. you know that there's going to be a huge push from San Jose in the third period here. There's just no way that there won't be. Hey, thank you, Vaughn. I appreciate it. No problem, N-Dog. That's fine, man. And oof, that sucks, Panther. All right, if we're gonna spam in the chat, you're gonna get kicked out every single time. That's the end of that. I have no patience for it, guys. There's no need for it. If you're gonna spam in the chat, you're done. I'm just gonna throw you out. So, yeah, there's just no need for it. But anyway, well, Dennis, if you win the lottery, I will be very happy if that's the case. But anyway, thank you. Hey, Johnny, what's going on, man? Thanks for watching. I would love to see the Bruins win the cup, and I would love to see Dennis win the lottery and buy me Bruins season tickets. Down a minute 20 remaining here in the second period. San Jose would love to get a goal here before the period ends, just to get this back within a reasonable reach, to get this, to back. They make this 3-1, then we have a game heading into the third period. That's certainly, with a full period to go, there's certainly a 2-goal deficit is not insurmountable. But the Sharks have got to focus on just getting one here, getting one back, and getting on the scoreboard, which they haven't yet in this game through through 2 full periods now. So final 40 seconds, Blues. They're obviously content just getting the puck out of their end and taking a 3-0 lead to the locker room as Binnington makes an easy stop there. And St. Louis trying to get the puck out, although San Jose is doing a good job on the forecheck of keeping it in here. Final 20 seconds now in the period. So St. Louis finally dumps it all the way out, and that's pretty much going to do it with only 10 seconds left. It looks like it's going to be 3-0 Blues. And that's the end of the period. 3-0 Blues at the end of the second. So what a fantastic road game so far for the St. Louis Blues. As we are at intermission, we have 18 minutes to kill, which means that the third period will start around 5:10, a little after that. But, yeah, Jay, Blues getting revenge for 2016. This was the playoff matchup in 2016, and the Sharks won and went to the Stanley Cup, where eventually they lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins. And now in a pivotal Game 5 that, going to give one of these teams a stranglehold on the series, the Blues have gone into the Shark Tank, into San Jose, and they have played a very good road game, and they have a 3-0 lead through 2 periods heading into the third. So just a fantastic performance from St. Louis. And I've been saying all stream long, even since before the game started, I said whoever wins this game will win the series. Right now, it looks like St. Louis is going to be the team to win this game. And I think that they will go home in Game 6 and win and get the job done in Game 6. Yeah, Johnny, the game certainly is not over. San Jose has a high-powered offense. They're a team that, especially if they get a power play or two in the third, they're a team that absolutely has the firepower and the scoring power to really come back and score a lot of goals in a short period of time. So I agree, Johnny, that this game is not over. I don't think the Blues are going to blow this. I think the Blues are a better team than that. They're not going to blow a 3-0 third period lead, I don't think. But I wouldn't. I'm not going to call the game over yet because the Sharks do have the ability to score a lot of goals very, very quickly. But again, I mean, St. Louis has been dominant. That second period was an absolute beat down in favor of the Blues. I think they ended up outshooting them in that period. I don't know what the final total was, but they absolutely dominated shots on goal in the second period, but 20-something to 5 or 6 or something like that. Get out of the chat if you're going to spam. You're gone, you absolute moron. If you're going to spam in the chat, you're going to get kicked out every single time. I have absolutely no patience for that crap. Yeah, I mean, the Blues were in last place on January 1st because they were playing like absolute garbage, and their goaltending was terrible. Jordan Binnington was in the AHL. They were relying on Jake Allen. And that obviously was not the thing to be doing, and they completely turned their season around when Jordan Binnington got called up. Why do you hate Pat Maroon? I love Pat Maroon. He's probably my favorite player on the Blues because he's actually tough. So I love Pat Maroon. He's a great guy and a great player. Yeah, I absolutely love Pat Maroon. What? Pat Maroon? Yeah, all right. So 20-6 in the second period were the shots on goal in favor of St. Louis. I mean, that was an absolute dominating period for the Blues. And Pat Maroon never played for Pittsburgh. Maroon played for Anaheim. He's played. All right. I want to ban multiple accounts. Like, I wish I could ban IP addresses. Just shut that kid's whole computer down rather than just being able to block one or two. Well, there goes my dog. I don't know what the hell's going on now. What the hell's this all about? Sundqvist's goal was a brutal turnover from Erik Karlsson. No, Sundqvist's goal was an absolute brutal turnover from Erik Karlsson, and Karlsson and Burns continue to be turnover machines and pretty lousy in their own end like usual. And I'm not a fan of that style of play at all. I'd much rather have defensive defensemen than waste all this money on Brent Burns and Erik Karlsson to have them just constantly turn the puck over and make stupid plays defensively. It's not worth it in my mind to get that level of offense from defensemen if they're going to be that bad in their own end. I mean, the giveaways, the bad step ups, it's brutal. I am gonna if I could find out who this kid was in real life, I would probably go to his house with a shotgun and just blow him away. No, Panther, don't time him out. Delete him from the channel. That's the problem, is he gets delete. You only time him out for 5 minutes and then he can come back. Get him from the channel. Ban him. Gone. Done. None of that 300-second timeout garbage. Delete him from the channel. I would much rather have defensemen who can actually play defense. I am not a fan. If you have one or two guys who are mostly offensive minded, but you have solid defensive defensemen to play him with, then that can work. But you cannot have your top two defensemen be completely unable to play in their own zone. And that's pretty much what the Sharks have. And that's the way that they've played today. The step ups are terrible. The turnovers, it's going to cost them. It's going to cost them long term, and I think we've seen that tonight with these turnovers. And when Erik Karlsson is giving the puck away, he's a liability. He's an absolute liability. If you're going to have Erik Karlsson on your team, you need to have him paired with a stay-at-home, top-notch defensive defenseman. Somebody who can just completely rely on their own, who you can rely on in their own zone, while the other guy is stepping up in the neutral zone, making stupid plays and giving the puck away. Tack for sure, Alex. Tack. Show up to that guy with a tack and a tack shotgun and just blow him away. I didn't even bother watching the PGA this weekend because Brooks Koepka had such a huge lead after Friday that I just was like, all right, that's over. I assume he's still winning now. I haven't checked the score. He was up by like 7 strokes last I checked, or something like that. Yeah, he's at 13 under. Dustin Johnson's in second place at 7 under. So that's a 6-stroke lead for Koepka. That's over as far as I'm concerned, the golf tournament. Well, I gotta know a lot of people who are at the Red Sox game this afternoon. I'm seeing a lot of pictures on Instagram. No, I like Brooks Koepka. I don't hate him at all. I like Koepka. Nothing against him, and congratulations to him if he wins. I mean, he's not my favorite golfer at all or anything like that, but I definitely don't not like him. I have no idea why you wake up at 5, Alex. I don't know. That seems awful early to be getting up, but you do you, man. I guess your body's internal clock is just set for you to wake up at 5. And yeah, that I don't know what that has to do with my name, but doesn't matter. Rob wants chili dogs. Oh man, go get some after this game. Go get some chili dogs. Yeah, I don't know. That's nuts. That's awful early to be waking up every day, but guess that's just the way your internal clock is working. Oh, Vaughn, 4 a.m. That sucks. That is way too early. There should be at least one doctor with the name John. Why is that? Yeah, I still don't understand that, but whatever. Well, N Dog's undefeated as the Brandon Wheat Kings. Okay, some junior hockey action there. What? No, I didn't hear about that. Um, I did not hear about that, Russell. So Kepka drove a ball and it hit a bystander, and her eyeball exploded. That is absolutely nuts. Wow. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Alex, you are saying a lot of interesting things right now, to say the least. What? You don't have water in at your house? What? Vaughn, I can guarantee you that golfers are not allowed to sag their pants. Absolutely not. Oh, there's no water to drink. Damn, that sucks, man. Gonna have to go out and get some more, I guess, or drink something that's not water. Have something else to drink. Yo, 23 likes. We're up to 23 likes. Nice job. Thank you guys so much. That is awesome. Really appreciate it. Hopefully that continues here in the third. Hopefully we have a good third period. Um, diet water. I don't think diet water is a thing, but think think all water is diet, really. Water itself, I think. Yeah, that you definitely cannot sag your pants on the golf course. That would get you thrown out for sure. Yeah, I don't know, Panther. I don't know. Yeah, you're not going to see any golfers sagging their pants anytime soon. That's for sure. Just not going to see it. Oh, so diet water is water that you have to run to the well, pump it yourself, and bring it back. That's diet water. And then bottled water is just regular water, I guess. Yeah, really, Alex, you're gonna have to get some water, I guess. No, I don't think I've heard the fox story, man. What is it? I definitely have not heard the fox story. N-Dog Breeze Diet Air. Okay. Guess they got diet everything now. It's almost time to start the third period here. We should be back soon. Hopefully we have an exciting third period to watch. St. Louis is up 3-0, and it hasn't really been a close game, but I'd like to see the Sharks make a push in this period. Obviously, I don't think they're just going to roll over and die and give up on the game. So I'd like to see the Sharks make a serious push here and, maybe get this back to within a 1-goal game or even tie it up at some point. And then who knows what will happen after that. But we'll have to wait and see. I think Peter DeBoer's message in the dressing room for San Jose had to have just been get a goal. Focus on getting the next goal, make it 3-1, get back into this game, and then we go from there. Obviously, they need 3 to tie it up, but they have got to focus on just getting their first goal, and they need to get it rather quickly in this period. They don't have time to waste because they have a long way to go to tie this game up. So we are underway. Puck is dropped in the third period. Yes, N-Dog, that would be very, very bad. Don't do that. But we are underway here in the third period. Brent Burns with a pass to Gus Nyquist. Nyquist makes this, or Binnington makes a save on Nyquist. And good chance early there for the Sharks. So I fully expect San Jose to have a serious push in this period and do everything they can to tie this game up and then hopefully try and win the game. That is nuts that he drank that much caffeine in less than an hour. That is wild. Yeah, I would have thought he would have died doing that, honestly. So San Jose now, we got a Blues player down along the wall. I don't know what happened to him, if he got hit with a puck or a stick or what happened there. There's no penalty call on the play. There was a Blues player down along the wall there. He seems to have gone to the bench now. So here come the Blues through the neutral zone. They're going to dump the puck. And no, nice little neutral zone pass there. And the Blues now have possession as they bring it into the slot. And Carl Gunnarsson gets it knocked off his stick by some strong defense from San Jose. Sammy Blais with a shot ends up going wide and over the net. St. Blues keep it in. And now we got a Blues player taken down in front of the net. It's going to be an interference call on San Jose. And the Blues are going to get a power play here early in the third period. 18:05 left in the third. And the Blues are going to get a 2-minute power play here for interference. I'm not sure who it's on because there really were 2 different instances of interference there. You have okay, so that's what happened to that was Tarasenko along the wall there that was hurt for San Jose, or for St. Louis, and he got hit by Evander Kane and tried to jump out of the way. Joe Pavelski going down the tunnel for the Sharks. He's injured. So some carnage here early in the third period. And 2 Sharks players are to the box. 2 Sharks players are to the box. So I said that there were 2 instances of interference there, and they called both of them. Barclay Goodrow and Michael Haley are both in the box for San Jose. So it's a 5-on-3 now for St. Louis. Goodrow for roughing and Haley for interference. So, I mean, St. Louis with a golden opportunity here to put this game away and make it 4-0. I don't know, Panther. What? Give me the answer. As San Jose clears the puck all the way down. And I don't know what the whistle is there. Logan Couture does not look happy, and apparently they didn't clear it all the way down. Did the puck go out of play, or what's going on here? What is the call? The puck now it's an offensive zone faceoff for St. Louis now. All right, so I guess the puck went on a play and not all the way down the ice, and St. Louis now looking to make this 4-0, and they do. The puck is in the net. It's 4-0 St. Louis, and I would say that this game is pretty much over. So it was a 5-on-3 goal, so the one penalty is over. They'll still have the 5-on-4 advantage for the rest of the power play or until they score again, but St. Louis wins the faceoff D to D. They get the puck down low. David Perron tries to go across. Vlasic did a good job there of not letting the pass get all the way across, but it bounces off him in front. And Jaden Schwartz, again, just puts it right in the net. Just taps it in front, puts it over Martin Jones and into the net. Schwartz's second goal of the game, his 11th of the playoffs, and yeah, Vaughn is not too happy right now. And the Blues still have a minute and a half of 5-on-4 time because that was a 5-on-3 goal. So 4-0 St. Louis. They're still on the power play, and this is not looking good for the San Jose Sharks, as this has been a disaster of a Game 5 on home ice for San Jose. And man, credit to St. Louis for coming in and playing so well on the road in this game. Panther, that's what I thought you were saying, but I just didn't want to say it. I did not want to be the one to say it on the stream here, but that's exactly, I knew what you were talking about. Oof, now Vaughn's getting chirped in the chat. This is not going to be good. But yeah, disaster of a Game 5 here for the Sharks. Yeah, Alex, I think you need to calm down, my man. Just chill. Calm down. Get a tea, do something to make yourself feel better. And Blues regrouping after the Sharks clear it all the way down. So 40 seconds remaining on the power play here. Oh, great chance there for St. Louis again. Chance to make it 5, but a big save there from Martin Jones. 25 seconds remaining in the power play. Braden Shen now. Nice pass, nice back pass there to Schwartz. Schwartz with the puck in the offensive zone. Gets it taken away by the Sharks defense. And then the Sharks try and clear the puck out. They clear it off of their own player. And I didn't see who that was for the Sharks that got hit with that puck, but he was not feeling good after that. And now the Blues regroup. Now here come the Sharks out of their end. Kevin LeBanc dumps it in. Timo Meier on the forecheck, and the Sharks are trying to get something going. Nice save by Binnington in front of the net, trying to get something going. Just the Sharks are just not able to get anything by Binnington of the Blues, and the Sharks have had chances. And we got bodies dropping all over the ice now. The Sharks are clearly frustrated. And we've got bodies all dropping all over the ice as the Sharks are starting to pick up the physicality. The Blues certainly are able to do that, especially when the maroon line is on the ice. Bortuzzo as well. And that shot does not get all the way through from the point for St. Louis. But here's Maroon getting the puck back in the neutral zone and going back in on the forecheck. Brendan Dillon is the defenseman back for St. Louis. And Robert Thomas with the puck now on the forecheck for St. Louis. Maroon's headed to the bench. They're going for the line change, and here comes the Sharks out of their zone, 4-on-3, now 3-on-3, and they don't end up with any sort of advantage. Here's San Jose. Michael Haley with a shot that he absolutely flubbed. And the Blues come back out the other way. O'Reilly just got dumped by one of the Sharks defensemen there, and the Sharks clear it out. Nice little physical play there from San Jose as both teams go for line changes. And that puck was played with a high stick. So, wow. Fast-paced action here, but 4-0 St. Louis. 4-0 St. Louis. And they just keep possessing the puck and doing a great job of controlling San Jose and not giving San Jose any hope or life in this game. Yeah, Dennis, I would absolutely love to see a bench clearing brawl, 100%. Obviously will not happen, but with the frustration level and the physicality level picking up in this game, we could see things get pretty nasty at the end here, especially, San Jose's down by 4. They've got Michael Haley in the lineup. They've got Brendan Dillon. Evander Kane's not afraid to get involved. Barclay Goodrow is not afraid to get involved. We could see things in a blowout game like this get real nasty at the end. And St. Louis would need guys like Maroon and Bortuzzo to respond if they were going to respond. But this could be a real interesting end to the game for sure, because the frustration level is obviously very high for the Sharks. So Panthers playing some NCAA football game that they don't make anymore. Hey, all right, Panther. That's always fun to do. Start with a low-level school and try and rebuild the program up to make them a high-level program. That's always fun to do in those NCAA games. And it was Jonas Donskoy who got hit with that puck for San Jose, and he was very unhappy about that, bleeding all over the place. Had to go to the locker room. And Jones with a save right off that face-off, but here come the Blues back, and now the Sharks get the puck, and we're just scrambling for it in the neutral zone. End up with Brendan Dillon getting the puck. Final 13 minutes of the game now. 4-0 St. Louis in San Jose. Disaster of a game for the Sharks. And St. Louis just iced the puck. They need a goal, and if they're going to get back into this game, they need one now. Like within the next 2 minutes, they have got to get a goal to even have a hope of coming back into this game. And now we've got some Michael Haley's going after Pietrangelo off the face-off. Now Bouwmeester comes in, and these guys are going at it now. Haley obviously trying to get something going for the Sharks. Pietrangelo is not a guy who's going to do anything. But obviously he's just trying to get something going for his team. as this game is pretty much over with an absolute blowout. But that's going to do it for Michael Haley, I would think, in this game. Yeah, the Sharks didn't even really show up for this game. But I don't think this is the end of this. I think we're going to see a lot of this in the last 10 minutes. And the Sharks had the firepower to do it. With the guys like Dylan, Goodrow, Evander Kane, obviously Haley's in the box now. Or no, he's gone. So Haley's done for the game now. But they've still got enough guys on the bench to where if they want to make this a gong show, they can do it. And I don't know why, if you're Michael Haley, why you think Pietrangelo would be the guy to do that with. If you want an actual fight, Maroon or Bortuzzo, those are the guys to go at it with who might actually answer for you. Alex Pietrangelo is not going to fight Michael Haley. So Evander Kane, I think, has been very, very quiet in this game. I think it's going to be interesting to see if he gets himself involved physically. It's going to be interesting to see if Barclay Goodrow gets involved physically. If Brendan Dillon does anything, he obviously had the big hit earlier in this game. So this could be a fun final 10 minutes here if the Sharks want to turn this into a gong show. And I really hope they do, because we've only had 3 fights all playoffs long. And that's obviously, for an old-time fan like me, that's absolutely pathetic and really embarrassing. So I hope they make this an absolute brawl to end the game. Hey, welcome back, THG. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah, San Jose did not really show up for this game at all, which is weird because they're on home ice, so you would think that they would. Parayko just got dumped after the play there. And he's yelling at the ref. He's not happy about that. He just got, I don't know who that was, but one of the Sharks players just threw him down at the end of the play there. Yeah, they're showing the Evander Kane shot right at the first few seconds of the game that could have easily gone in when he rang the pipe. That would have changed this whole game. The Sharks would have been up 1-0 less than 30 seconds into the game. That would have changed this whole game if that went in. But it hit the post. Sharks have been unable to score since, and St. Louis has just dominated this game from that point on. And now they're on the power play here, another minute 15. Haley got 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct, which gave the Blues the power play and a game misconduct, so he's done for the game. Not surprising there, given he was strictly out there to start something. I don't know why Pietrangelo was the guy he was going after. Like I would have gone after someone who would actually answer back in that situation. But 12 minutes remaining in the game here, and it's going to be interesting to see if the Sharks show any life at all or if they just roll over and give up on this. As Blues with the puck on the power play here, strong offensive zone. We got another penalty coming up on San Jose as Jones makes the save. And we got another penalty call coming up on the Sharks. So they're going to finish off this power play and then get another one. And it's a tripping call on Timo Meier as the Sharks are just imploding at this point. They are just imploding. Yeah, he took his legs. He took the Pietrangelo's legs right out from under him with his left foot. Pretty clearly a penalty there. And no, THG, I don't think anyone yet has seriously asked to show the game. And, man, the Sharks are making Pietrangelo a target here. They are going after him. In a 4-0 game, if I'm the Blues, if I'm the Blues, I don't know how much I play Alex Pietrangelo the rest of this game. Clearly, the Sharks are physically attacking him at this point. If you ask to show the game again, you're getting kicked off the channel. So 11 minutes left now, and not the game that the Sharks are looking for, to say the least. So the Sharks are absolutely imploding right now. Really in the third period, the game was pretty much over anyway. But they're taking stupid penalties, and just not being smart about it. All right, Alex, see you, man. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Under a minute now left on the power play, but St. Louis at this point is just happy with just eating the clock here, possessing the puck, and really, just killing time. Yeah, I think Blues Bruins would be a fantastic Cup final. I think they are pretty similar teams. They play a similar style, and they're both obviously getting tremendous goaltending right now. So I think it's going to be a heck of a Stanley Cup final if it ends up being St. Louis versus Boston. Obviously, the Bruins are in. It's just a matter of, do they play the Sharks or do they play the Blues? And with this win today, or what appears to be a win today, it's going to be St. Louis, because like I've been saying, I think whoever won this game was going to win. Whoever won this game was going to be the team that goes to the Cup final. And with a 4-0 lead and 9 minutes left, I think the Blues have won this game. If you actually think that the Stanley Cup final is going to be a sweep, I think that is just idiotic. There is absolutely no way that. I think that there's absolutely no way that the Stanley Cup final, no matter who it is going to be a sweep. That's just, it's not going to happen. Yeah, the Sharks have been absolutely atrocious in the defensive zone, which, I mean, is really not surprising. Yeah, they've had a very rough, a very tough road to the final. Obviously, beating Winnipeg in the first round was no easy task. That was a hard-fought, close series. Dallas, I mean, I was surprised to see Dallas in the second round, so I feel like that wasn't necessarily I feel like that shouldn't have been the toughest, but it ended up being a very tough series. So I guess that one was pretty tough too. And then San Jose as well. A lot of people thought San Jose would be the best team in the Pacific this year. So overall, yeah, St. Louis has had a very, very difficult road to the finals, but man, they just keep on winning. And when you're hot, you're hot. And St. Louis, so good at the end of the season, or the last half of the season. And they certainly were very, very hot going into the playoffs, and that has carried over. Yeah, Dallas does give St. Louis trouble. Just that matchup has always been a difficult one for the Blues, for sure. But we're at commercial break now. I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That would really mean a lot. That is the number one thing you can do to help a YouTube channel, is subscribe. And I do hockey live streams like this, as well as recorded content all the time, talking all things NHL. So if you're a fan of hockey and a fan of the NHL, please hit that subscribe button and follow the channel. Also, if you're enjoying this stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I see we're at 25 likes. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Let's see if we can get to 30 likes by the end of the game. Please give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all your support on this channel. And hopefully we have an interesting end to the game here. I'd like to see things get nasty. Love to see some fights. Obviously, San Jose is very, very frustrated right now. And Haley's gone from the game already, but they've got some more firepower there if they want to make it that kind of ending. So hopefully it's a fun one to watch. No, I'm pretty good. You know, if I'm just like hanging out, like or doing a stream like this, I'll only have one, maybe two beers. There are other occasions that call for a lot more, but for something like this, I'll just have one. We got 8 minutes left now. San Jose with the shot. And an easy glove save there by Jordan Binnington. Yeah, Dallas has a lot of Finns on that team for sure. I have noticed that. There you go, Glenn. That sounds like a good time. I'm actually planning on going to my friend's house tonight, so definitely should be having a few beers at my friend's house tonight, so that should be a lot of fun. Oh, nice chance there for the Sharks, but the deflection goes wide. Oh, nice. Evander Kane runs over Carl Gunnarsson behind the net there. And I fully expect the Sharks to go full physicality here to end this game. They're going to try and send a message that this series isn't over and that they're going to come out hard in Game 6. All right, Panther, not too bad, man. Sounds good. 9-4 for a small school like that is not bad. So here's San Jose with the puck in their own end. Justin Braun just dumps it out to the neutral zone where the Blues gain possession back, but then we juggle possession back and forth for a little bit. Tarasenko in on the forecheck for St. Louis. Oh yeah, I'll be fine during the Cup Finals. I'll probably be a lot more hyped than this, a lot more excited, and a lot more energetic in the finals. I usually am when Boston's playing versus watching other teams. And now we've got a whistle and a penalty coming up on St. Louis, I think. So Joel Edmondson's going to the box for slashing. And San Jose's going to get a 2-minute power play here. Yeah, right in on the hands of Timo Meier there. No, I do not. I could not disagree more, Johnny. Divisional matchups are way, way, way better. Way better rivalries, way nastier games, way better matchups overall. Nothing is better than keeping it in the division. No, I don't. I've not met any NHL players. No, I do not listen to Baby Shark. Baby Shark is absolute trash. 3 beers for the finals. Well, if the Bruins win, that's going to be an absolute party of a stream if the Bruins end up winning. But here come the Blues shorthanded. Even the Sharks are on the power play and they can't get anything going. St. Louis just dumps the puck all the way down again, and San Jose is on the power play and still cannot get anything going in their favor offensively here. What an absolute joke. Oh, I will be very, very sad if the Bruins lose Game 7 overtime in the finals. That would be absolute heartbreaking. You would probably see me die on stream. That would be brutal. As with a minute left on the power play here for the Sharks, St. Louis is the one getting scoring chances. So, I mean, I can tell already this is going to be an absolute bore of a final 5 minutes. San Jose is not even at this game. They might as well just pack it up and go down the locker room now. They're not even trying at this point. And St. Louis is just trying to kill the clock. They're just going through the motions trying to kill the clock. But so this is going to be a pretty brutal last 5 minutes here. They should literally just call the game. Like, pack it up and go home. San Jose turns the puck over again. 30 seconds left on the power play. St. Louis dumps it all the way down. Wow. Talk about not even showing up. Finally, with 20 seconds left, San Jose's got the puck in the offensive zone with possession. Shot from Vlasic goes wide. Final 5 minutes now of the third period. San Jose keeps it in the zone. Evander Kane with another big hit on Carl Gunnarsson behind the net. And the power play is over, so we're back to even hockey, 5 aside. And San Jose starting to throw the body around a little bit here. But St. Louis still not giving anything up defensively. So Sharks cannot get their offense going as that pass was at shoulder height, wasn't going to connect with anybody. Now here comes the Blues down the other way. They try to pass across, but it gets deflected on the pass. And Jaden Schwartz gets the hat trick. It's 5-0. Wow. 5-0 St. Louis in this game. I mean, it was already over, but they just keep piling it on. No, I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I will not be watching that tonight. Yeah, no Sharks autographs after this game. Hey, Austin, what's going on, man? Thanks for watching. See, I don't think that the Blues are going to be an easy matchup for the Bruins in the finals. Not at all. Not at all. I think it's going to be a very tough, hard-fought series, and those teams are very, very evenly matched. Brooks Koepka still leads over Dustin Johnson, although the lead is down to 3. So DJ made that a little bit close now. Interesting. Panther lost his bowl game. That sucks, but hopefully he gets a great recruiting class and comes back better than ever next year. My favorite NHL insider is Bob McKenzie. I absolutely love Bob McKenzie. He does a great job. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy the channel, and hope you continue to enjoy it. Thank you. Yeah, I do. I think the long layoff is it's hurt every other team up to this point. So I'm a little worried about the long layoff for the Bruins because it's better to just keep playing and roll with it. And they were rolling. Now they have 11 days off. So that's going to kind of put a stop to the momentum, I think. Yes, I do not like Pierre Maguire at all. No, I will absolutely never show the game. Absolutely not. I'm not getting my channel taken down by YouTube. Yeah, Panther, I can't stand Pierre Maguire. He's horrible. What was I going to... Oh, I want to check the weather on my phone here. These last few minutes have been so boring because the game's over. Absolutely over. So it's kind of sucked here, but... Who is the best shooter in the NHL that still plays? The best pure shooter is still Alex Ovechkin, I think. Because he's garbage, Johnny. That's why. He's absolute garbage. He's weird. He says dumb things. He's not likable at all. He's absolute garbage. And look at this. Dustin Johnson has cut the lead to 2 in the PGA Championship. Brooks Koepka might want to check the leaderboard there and make sure that he realizes that there's still a match going on. That was supposed to be a blowout. He was up by like 6. Maybe someday, Dennis. Maybe someday. Jordan Binnington. If the Blues win, Jordan Binnington is the MVP, no doubt. He is the playoff MVP. the Blues' entire season changed when Jordan Binnington became the goaltender. They went from a last place team to a playoff team to now potentially a Stanley Cup team. When he was a goaltender, with him as a goaltender, Jordan Binnington has been absolutely phenomenal. So 3 minutes left now in the third period here. St. Louis up 5-0, taking a important 3-2 series lead in this series and a dominating performance today. We got a penalty coming up. Edmondson and Vander Kane exchanging slashes with just under 3 minutes remaining. And once again, everybody's gloves are glued on. I mean, guys, drop your freaking gloves and fight. This game would have had 3 or 4 fights in it 3 or 4 years ago. But now everybody is just they whack with their sticks, they slash, they spear, they don't. Nobody wants to ever fight it out like a man and drop the gloves. It's sickening what this is turning into. Drop the gloves and fight like everyone in hockey history for the last 100 years has. Literally the past 100 years, you have a problem, you drop the gloves and you fight, and then you go to the penalty box. But now all these guys are a bunch of wuss bags who don't want to fight, and they'd rather swing their sticks like baseball bats, and then it's ridiculous. I would take 90s hockey over this every single time. Every single time. So somehow out of all of that, the Blues get a 4-minute power play. So they'll be on the power play for the rest of the game here. I guess all the penalty minutes went to Evander Kane there. And with 2.5 minutes left in the third, St. Louis will have a power play for the rest of the game. And it's already 5-0, so that doesn't matter. It's over. I have no idea how to watch the IIHF World Championships. I don't watch those at all, so I have no idea. Yeah, that was the last fight in the playoffs was in the first round, and it was Svechnikov getting KO'd by Ovechkin. Since then, everybody's had their gloves glued on. But at least we got to see a nice KO in the playoffs. But that I don't have NHL Network, so I don't get to watch the World Championships. I'm indifferent on the World Cup of Hockey. I really don't care. But they're just running the clock out at this point. This game has long been over, and both teams, I think, are just done. Yeah, this has been a pretty boring last 5 minutes or so. Just not a lot going on. Yeah, Jack, I saw that. The Manchester Monarchs are not a team anymore. They've ceased operations. They were an AHL team. Then they were in the ECHL for a couple of years, and then that didn't last very long, and they're no longer a team. Yeah, Jaden Schwartz had a phenomenal game for today for St. Louis. Jaden Schwartz has had a phenomenal postseason for the Blues. Saved there by Martin Jones, and he covers the puck. Yes, I have ESPN. Hockey Fan 627. Bruins are also his favorite team. Fantastic. Yeah, Rip Sharks. No, I expected I expected the Penguins to be pretty lousy, and that's what we got. They were out in the first round, but via sweep. I didn't expect it to be a sweep, but I did think they'd lose in the first round. I think that's a declining team there in Pittsburgh. Thank you for subbing, HockeyFan627. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Jaden Schwartz, is he the new Daniel Briere? Maybe, yeah. He's a good playoff performer. He certainly is. He's done especially this year, he's done a hell of a job this year for the Blues. Final 30 seconds now of the game, 5-0 St. Louis. Just running out the clock now. Yeah, look, it's going to be a shutout for Binnington. That's fantastic. Most annoying viewer I've ever had. Probably one that's been banned from the channel at this point. I don't know any name off the top of my head, but that's the end. 5-0 Blues win. No, definitely not you, THG. No, definitely not any of you. Definitely someone that's, a spammer or someone who's just mad annoying in the chat. But 5-0 Blues win, take a 3-2 series lead, and yeah, shutout. Sal, it's a shutout for the Blues. This game was not even close ever. Complete domination on the road from St. Louis, and really, really interesting game. I was not expecting this, but like I said at the beginning, I said whoever was going to win this game was going to win the series. So now I guess I have the Blues winning the series. But I did not expect today's game to go like that. What an absolute blowout. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to end the stream now. Remember, if you're new to the channel and not yet a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the stream and like it, because that helps out a ton with the channel. And thank you guys, as always, for watching. I really appreciate it. Not sure when the next stream will be, but I hope to catch you at the next one. And stay tuned for some recorded content coming out as well. And hopefully talk to you guys soon. But thank you guys so much. Remember to like and subscribe. And see you next time.